Yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of people wondering how in the why in the did you give Sinners a 6.5? Well, the reason why I can give Sinners a 6.5 is because I've actually watched damn near every vampire movie. So I'm not just some in the seats eating popcorn, drinking on Sprites, and gobbling up Skittles and shaking candy in my hand, watching a black film. You feel me? Like, to me, when I watched Sinners, it wasn't just a black movie for me. The way I process movies is 100% different, or a lot of percent. I would say, I don't want to give myself that much credit, but it's a lot of percent different than a normal person. Why? Because I've taken numerous acting classes. I've studied the craft, so on and so forth. So when I watch a film, it's not just me eating popcorn and being on some NPC shit. Like, I'm really like engulfed, I'm lasered in, I'm focused, so on and so forth. So I'm really trying to, break down and get through all layers of the film. All right, so Sinners, if I could, what I'll do is I'll take back my 6.5. Ban this, bro. Mods, be on these heads. Get these weirdos out of here. I'm sitting over here trying to talk this ass, bringing up tech, and get this ass worthless on my stream. I'm not responding to no more tonight. We just banning you. Get the off my fucking dick. I literally just went fucking live. You lame ass. Any fucking ways. So I'm watching the film. I'm lasered in. I'm focused in. This is why when there's a black film, black Twitter. Because these niggas are gassing, and the way niggas gas black films, you would think, like I said, that we're the most close-knit community of all time, that we just really cherish everything that we got going on. We don't each other. We don't steal from each other. We don't do this from each other, that from each other. And before even talk, I want to go ahead and say something real quick about that whole situation. I wasn't hating on another black man. If that was a white guy that got 70,000 subs, I would have covered it the same way. Just because we both happen to be black doesn't mean I was hating on a black man. We've covered DDG before, never dissed, big him up before, all that type of shit. Covered it by unbiased, so on and so forth. Any ways, I don't hate on this. I like to see niggas get a bag. If I cover something analytically and it happens to be black, it doesn't mean that I'm hating on the nigga because he's black. I don't hate on blacks. You guys know how I feel. I wish that we was kumbaya, close-knit, with language, all that type of shit. The same way that Sinners, well, you know what? Blacks back then got along more than now. So I guess that's why Sinners can depict us in that segregated timeline as being more close-knit and, dancing and having a good time and music and so on and so forth, right? But so here's the thing about Sinners, which it's a vampire movie, right? So in vampire movies, I like to see the build-up or where the vampires come from. What's the story with the vampire versus just we're two city slickers from the country. Well, hold on. We're two from the country that dip off, try to turn into city slickers, come back with a bag. We want to create a place where blacks could dance so we could hustle up in the community. And then these vampires just literally come out of nowhere. So this is just like one thing I dislike about Sinners. I'm not spoiling anything. I mean, if you're here, you just gotta put it like this, chat. There's no spoils with this movie. You're gonna have to go watch it yourself. Don't worry about what the I'm talking about. I'm one person. Whatever I say doesn't mean the way you're gonna process it. Everybody's different. I like to see backlog of the vampires in any film that I watch. Where did this vampire come from? What is the origin? Is this Dracula or is this just a random stray away vampire? Like, how the did this random guy, where'd he come from? What's the story of this guy? Because you can't make a sequel to Sinners. It would be dumb. Where the fuck did this Irish vampire come from? River dancing, all that. Where the fuck did this guy come from? And then on top of that, they left the fact out. The only any type of Latino representation you had was randomly some Indians chasing them at the beginning of the fucking movie. You never see them again. There was literally like no Latino representation in the film at all. But somehow Asians made it into the film. I just thought it was very weird that there was an Asian convenience store in segregational times where there was clans and you could still be called the N-word, so on and so forth. That shit didn't really make any sense to me. But hey, what do I know? I'm a black in 2025. But that's one thing I didn't like. There was no backlog of where this vampire came from. It was a single vampire that just like literally popped out of nowhere as if he like flew from the sky. I don't even really know what's going on. Oh my God, bro. I'm gonna stop looking at the chat. You don't know where the vampire came from. He literally just appeared out of nowhere. So basically the whole film was from dusk till dawn, but blacks. Two city boys. Before I even say all of that, before I even talk more about it, Michael B. Jordan acted his ass off. I will say that. Everybody in the film acted their ass off. There's not one corny actor in the film. Not one corny actor in the film. I wasn't watching the film like, damn, this sucks on screen. The dialogue's off. Nothing. Everybody in the movie could act. And you know why there were so many good black actors in the film? Because they're not American actors. For the most part. Because blacks from the UK literally shit on American actors. 100%. Go look up some of those people that were in Sinners. They're not even from America. That's why they shit on the fact that a UK black can play a black in segregational times. That's very dangerous for American black actors. That's why Michael B. Jordan, you got to give him his roses, because it's like there's almost nobody in that age bracket. There's almost nobody like a Mike B, I can't even say Dempsey because he's from the UK. Bro, you had Mike B, you got Mike B, and you got Majors. Those are like your youngest black actors that could play a lead role in a movie. Everybody else is from the UK. Everybody else coming from over the pond. So I will say this, Michael B. Jordan acted his ass off. Like, when you watch Sinners, pay attention to the acting. You'll appreciate that a lot more. Aaron Pierre is not he's literally from the UK. Michael B. Jordan acted so well that there was a clear decipher between which twin was what. That takes a lot of talent. He was playing himself, but twice, but not at the same. Bro, his acting was incredible. Everybody's acting was incredible though. But it's just the story was, Kevin, shut up for the 12 months. The story, that's what was lackluster. It was a very basic story. It was a very basic story. And it just I didn't like the Afrocentric scene where blacks, when we hear music, we just lose it all. Violence disappears, prejudice disappears, anger, crabs in a barrel disappears. We partying, twerking, crip walking. Bro, there was a scene where, and I thought it was the worst scene in the film, when the guys started singing the blues and they just started showing all eras of dancing with blacks. We're just this dense, rich culture of that we're just the best on the planet. And like I said, we don't argue with each other. We don't beef with each other. We just really about this music, this fried catfish, these beats, these drums, this crip walking, this banjo, this guitar, what's that shit? What is that thing called? The thing where you go like this, what is that shit called again? I know what it's called, but a harmonica. I'm just I'm watching the film damn, I wish this was like this. But it's just, that era is completely over. I feel like the movie was, it was more so based on how dense and rich earlier black quote unquote culture was over the vampires. Because before you get to the vampires, it was about dense, rich culture in the segregational times. And then the vampire just appeared out of nowhere. That's basically what it was. You got a basic vampire plot with no backstory to the vampire. You don't see why the Indians were chasing the vampire, so you don't know where he came from. And he just appears out of nowhere because he heard music in the fucking air. Came to literally, I guess, eat on some. So they're basically just playing banjo, playing blues. Vampire comes out of nowhere, starts sucking the blood out of. You said natives? Yeah, natives. Yeah, natives was chasing him at the beginning, and then you just never see him again. The film, I can't pander for the film when there's better vampire movies. Like, the action wasn't even crazy in the film. If Mike B, let's just say this, if Mike B wasn't in that film, I would have gave it a 2. Honestly. If Mike B wasn't in the film, I would have gave it a 2. If they really continued with Jonathan Majors, it could have boosted up to an A. To an 8, not A. The action was just like, how much action can you really have in a film where I'm coming from slavery times. I'm coming from times where there's prejudice, not slavery, but I'm coming from times where there's prejudice, where people are still working on plantations. What's my favorite vamp film? I actually do have a screenshot where I bring up there's a list of vampire movies that I consider way better or better than Sinners. Sinners is a top 14 vampire film, but it's not the best. It's not the best action pack. It doesn't have the best story because there's no backlog of where the vampires come from. And my problem with black directors is they make you feel like you're stupid if you don't understand their plot that was missing key things. Like, I don't know why black directors feel like you're supposed to okay, so wait a minute, that little scene, all right, well, I didn't get that, and, well, hold on, wait a minute, he did play the banjo on Saturday night. I noticed that about black actors. They try to, if you say, I didn't like the film, or I didn't give it a high rating, they basically try to say, well, you don't understand my plot. Yeah, the Jordan Peele method. Coogler seems more of like more of a down-to-earth guy, but you could tell there was like little key things in there you're supposed to pay attention to, like why the old man didn't have a reflection in the mirror for some reason. But I mean, overall, it was a good film. Would I go see it in theaters again? No. But would I like rewatch it later at home in a couple of months? Probably. I feel like Majors could have played a twin. If Majors was in that film, man, the slack that Mike B had to pick up, he would have probably had to do like 90% less work if Majors was in the film. Like, that film really needed Majors. It really, really did. But Mike B is like, it's almost like you forget how good of an actor he really is.
Shit with their movies. Always gotta have a secret.
Shout out for the resub. Shout out for the sub, Aussie Glove. Thank you. Because the thing about Mike B is like, is he really wrong? Because that's how good of an actor he is. Because you're watching him play like a typical black multiple times. Like, you watched him do it in Black Panther, and then when you see him on red carpet, he's just, yeah, we got the movie going, so the reason why I wanted to do this and that, and then you see him like play in the film, not once but twice in the same film, which was incredible. And then he did the same shit in Black Panther. He said Smoke was his best character. Bro, the way he played both of those characters was like literally phenomenal. Like, I will say that there wasn't an ounce of corny in that film besides that burn the house down, dancing, stupid ass part where it was just this rich, intense black dancing shit. Usually, if put it like this, if black culture was that rich and intense, to this day, people could do it without getting shot up. There would be no club shootings. There would be none of that type of shit. Oh, let me turn this AC on. You said moral of the story, don't with Ice Queens. We'll get to it. As far as symbolism goes, like I said, 30 days. Yo, I'm gonna pull up my list. Yeah, the movie has 2 after credits to a sense. The after credits, the real after credits is actually fire. I mean, basically, I don't know, was Mike B sending a signal that he only fucks with Ice Queens now? Because he's such a powerful actor, he could have easily asked Coogler to be like, nah, let me end up with XYZ. So the fact that, without me saying it directly, the fact that he ended up with the Ice Queen, XYZ, is that his symbol to show, like, I'm only with Ice Queens now? Would there be a Sinners 2? It wouldn't make any sense. I don't see how they would make a Sinners 2 at all. I don't see how they make a Sinners 2. Overall film, I thought it was a good movie, but I did think that it was extremely overhyped due to Black Twitter. I know what her character was, but we're predominant Ice Queen. Yeah, I thought Black Twitter extremely, and I mean extremely, overrated the film to make you think that it was one of the best fucking films that you ever seen. It's not. It is a top 14 vampire film, but it's not a masterpiece. Gage MVP, shout out for the 7 months. I'm gonna go through whatever tweets I see about it, read it, kind of give my opinion on it, and then I'll go on my books in no particular order, unless it is. You got I'm Dante beefing with XQC about the shit. I don't know, I feel like Dante just be baiting XQC because it's easy at this point. He says, I want to see Sinners, but I have to hear what XQC thinks about it first before I waste my time.
Shit. Okay, I get it.
Hi XQC.
It's the director of Black Panther, and it's black people, right? And I made a comment about the bad song that has a black person singing it. So this guy says, I want to see Sinners, but I want to hear what it says first, because he thinks that it's all about people being black and not about the song being dog shit. Is that right? Did I get it right? Okay. Well, that's interesting.
No, I think him and Dante got some shit going on because he tweeted about, Dante hates whenever XQC tweets about shit that's about anything black, because he says that it's impossible for XQC to know any type of culture because you're white.
To that Hoodrat tried to embarrass him on the red carpet event with that comment she made, I'm almost sure MBJ is Team Ice Queen now.
I mean, they used to accuse him of being Team Ice Queen before, but after the Lori Harvey shit XYZ, why the fuck wouldn't he be Ice Queen now? What's an Ice Queen? It's a white woman. Usually the authentic Caucasians come from the colder climate parts of the globe, which is why I call older white men ice wardens. I call regular white women ice queens. I call older white women ice maidens. So it's just our little lingo. I don't know. I don't like calling people white. I don't know. Just something about, I wish we had a better word for us too, but I really just don't like calling people white. Just like I wish that people couldn't just call us black. You know what I mean? I don't like that shit. So I always try to pick something different, or I still haven't come up with something authentic for yet. Why would you be asking me about Fatal Fury when I'm talking about regular shit right now? Read the title of the stream, non-sub. You got Prime not using it. Don't ask me about no fucking video games when I'm talking about real life shit. You are straight up fiends, bro. You just trying to record me play a fucking video game. Got they bootleg ass fucking recorders ready. Let's keep it in context and our goal from all this shit. So this is the type of shit I don't like to see on Twitter as well. See, when blacks tweet shit like this, it really shows that there's a fake woke in this whole shit. This nigga said, anybody that's seen the movie, I'm not going to explain to you what happens in this scene. Anybody that's seen, because I don't want to spoil it for you, I'm going to give it another week. Anybody that's seen this film, this nigga said this got to be one of the most satisfying scenes in American history. Now, if we could flip this shit, this is complaining about RE5. What's satisfying about seeing this do what was written into the movie? It had nothing to do with racial shit. This part had nothing to do with racial shit. It literally, the said literally, if I catch stepping on my property again after you sold me this property, I'm killing everybody. The fuck did that have to do with ethnicity? Now somebody Caucasian said this shit. it would be a huge issue if a white guy tweeted, and this shit, let's just say it was an Italian movie and it was an Italian dude with Tommy guns and he was happened to be shooting up rogues. Then it would be a huge problem. Then that particular person would be considered racist. This is why I don't fuck with Black Twitter. Like, Black Twitter is like one of the most racist spaces when it comes to like other ethnicities. Black Twitter was turning this movie into like some kumbaya bullshit. Prove that it's kumbaya. Don't rob each other. Don't steal from each other. Don't kill from each other. XYZ from each other for a full 365 days. If niggas could combine and get together for a fucking vampire movie, it's not just a black movie. It's a vampire movie ultimately with black-based actors. If niggas could kumbaya for a vampire movie, then kumbaya for a whole year straight. And no killings, black on black. No robbings, black on black. No nothing negative, black on black. Parlaying and rallying up for a fucking movie like we just been on our best behavior for the past 20 years. This can't even last 365. Can't even last 90 days. Your theater clapped during the scene? You must have had a theater full of... Let's get to it. Enough time has passed. Which one of y'all talking? Or taking, excuse me. Smoke or stack? I mean, I can't choose between the two. Like, the way this black chick, IGN posted it. Okay, you got the link. The way this black chick was talking about it, she tried to make it like one of the brothers were soft. Literally, neither one of the brothers, the depiction for either one of them was one of them soft, one of them's hardcore. They were both hardcore. So I don't even know why the fuck that chick with dreadlocks even said that shit. Bro, they're both cutthroat in the movie. There's no brother that's like more hardcore than one. They literally two hardcore twins that both have the personality that we will kill you. We're country boys that turned into city slickers. We're about this bag. We're willing to do whatever to get it. There was no, this is weak, this is not. That's not how it was. So I don't even know why this chick with glasses and dreads, which is the two most worst attributes to have, glasses and dreads, something's got to give. So don't listen to stupid ass reviews like that. So it says it also grossed $60 million globally. It had a $90 million budget. We'll see what it tops off after, I don't know, about another week. So this is the crazy part. This dude is British. Never knew that, bro. This dude's been in movies since he was kids. We talking about back to, what movie was that again? With Aaliyah and DMX. What is that shit called? Bro, look this up. He's from the UK. Well, he was born in the UK. Man, it's just, I don't know, there's something about these British actors, man. They just be killing us. Like, yeah, they're cheaper to hire in Hollywood, less arrogant and more talented. Because, you know, blacks that come from the UK, they don't have that false sense of self-entitlement. It's just something like that toxicity, weird syndrome that have from America. It fucks us up. The British blacks, the UK blacks, they come over here and they just be completely different. They're more well-spoken. Even when I did my acting classes, the teachers always say that the actors from the UK, the actors from Europe, they're way more well-prepared than any American actor. So when you see an American actor get buzz, you know they're really godlike, which is why we only got 2 prominent black actors under 50 that aren't from Europe. Michael B. Jordan and Majors. Is there anybody else that's not Michael B. Jordan and Majors that you can literally call for damn near any role that's under 50 years old? Pay attention to the last part. But put it like this, chat. Who in here seen the movie Sinners? I mean, Isaiah Washington is dope too. But his range is not crazy like that. Or whoever in here seen Sinners, can you imagine Anthony Mackie in Sinners? I'm not even trying to clown. That shit would have been fucking horrible, bro. I told y'all I'm doing the vampire thing. Y'all really let these in? Bro, that shit would have been horrible. Nah, man. Mackie does not have he doesn't have the range of Mike B or Majors. Let's not get it twisted. I fuck with Mackie, but he don't have that type of range, bro. Did I predict what the story would be? Nah, I was wrong. Robert Downey is 100% black. Who else? Hold on. There was somebody else in here that said another black actor. Give it to me. What was the other one? There was somebody else in here that said something else. There was another name that I seen. When you guys started naming like other actors that could have possibly been in the shit. Majors, the role was supposed to be for Majors. Bro, Tyrese and that shit would have been just funny. It wouldn't even been crazy. Like, it would have been funny. Isaiah Washington and Sinners. He would have been better as like a part of the cast, but I wouldn't have like imagined him as like next to Michael B. Jordan. I do with Isaiah Washington though. I like his movies. I usually see them all, so on and so forth. But there's not a lot of American black actors out there that aren't just Tubi plus, BET plus actors. We don't have too many. Everybody else that's godlike or on the verge, they're all from the UK. Am I spoiling? To an extent, but nothing crazy. Nothing that will make you be like, damn, he gave away the plot. Like, I didn't give away shit. So somebody says, in what universe, I doubt that's the real Ben Stiller. He says, in what universe does a $60 million opening for an original studio movie warrant this headline? It says Sinners has amassed $61 million in its global debut. It is a great result for an original R-rated film, yet Warner Brothers release has it as a $90 million price tag before global marketing expenses. So profitability remains a ways away. So we'll see where it ends up. I doubt it's the real Ben Stiller, bro. Wait, what? Wait, this ain't the real Ben Stiller, is it? Damn, Ben Stiller really tweeted this shit? Oh, fuck. You said he defended the film? On what universe does a $60 million opening for an original studio movie warrant this headline? I mean, how is that really defending the film, though? Am I missing something here? Is this some double black director entendre? I'm just saying, like, I'm reading the same shit. You said Variety downplaying it? I don't think that. I mean, it's going to make more than 90, but the way black Twitter, let me tell you guys something about blacks. You can't have a successful movie with only everybody's got to like it. When it comes to black entertainment, everybody's got to like it. There's got to be something that, yeah, blacks are going to love it, but everybody got to like it. You got to have a movie, like you got to have a movie like this, right? Where Caucasian people, Hispanic people, Asian people, everybody want to be in the seats, even if it's predominantly black. That's how black entertainment ultimately succeeds. That's how you hit the next levels. That's how you eclipse that just for this type shit. Everybody's got to like it. But I've been telling you that a long time ago. I've been telling you guys that the best thing for black entertainers is to crossover. So if black Twitter didn't gas the movie up, segregate the film, act like, oh, it's only for this our shit. I got a bucket of fried chicken and biscuits ready to wash this motherfucker. Hey, any white motherfucker that come in this theater, hey, we keeping y'all bitch ass. I just ain't for y'all. The only reason I can see a movie this hyped up, maybe fault a little bit or take some time to get past its $90 million budget price tag, is because we're segregating the film. Like, basically, we're safeguarding the movie. Like, in the film, really they only wanted to let into the juke spot, which is a place where it's a bunch of banjo in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You know, typical shit like, oh, yeah, whoa, all that type of shit, right? So basically, black Twitter really fucked up how much money could have actually been made with this film. The reason why I'm saying that is because blacks, we got this thing where we keep thinking like everybody wants to steal our culture, when really we should be letting niggas come get a piece of it, because then you create a safety net to where if everybody gets a piece, that's more of a bag. But when you have everybody on Twitter saying, this all shit, hey, look, hey, bro, get J-Rod, get that Jamal, get that Tyrone, any white try to come in this theater gang, y'all bitch ass ain't getting in. Dead ass, we getting our seats first. Everybody, hey, y'all got y'all chicken, y'all biscuits, right? Hey, everybody, y'all got y'all chicken and biscuits. Like, any white motherfucker try to get in, we really rolling up on y'all. Just our shit, gang. That's the way niggas was like actually safeguarding the movie. So what I was saying was, if I was somebody that wasn't black and I'm on Twitter and I'm seeing niggas act like we're just this close-knit community where this is our shit, am I gonna want to be a white guy in a movie theater full of blacks? Knowing how niggas get. Anybody in here that's black, you ever had niggas behind you in a movie theater? Motherfuckers got the brightness all the way up, laughing, talking, yelling mid-movie. If I'm white, I see Twitter. If I'm Asian, I see Twitter. If I'm Hispanic, I see Twitter. I'm anything not black, I see Twitter. I see safeguarding the movie like the Ark of the Covenant, right? Here's what I'm doing. We're a Caucasian couple. So, honey, do you still want to go see Sinners tonight? Babe, I was thinking about it, but I'm like on Twitter and I'm looking at some of the reviews and it's just like every post that I keep seeing is just like, blacks keep saying it's their movie, this and that. I really just want to enjoy the film. It just looked like the cool vampire flick. I'm a huge fan of vampires, right? She's like, yeah, I mean, that's why I wanted to see it. But after everything that I've seen, I was just, it's either we're gonna wait a couple of weeks and hold out until it simmers down, or maybe we'll just wait until Sinners comes on streaming. Usually things take about a month. So if we're lucky, 3 weeks. So babe, do we have to go to the theater? Can we just relax at home in the comfort of our own space and don't have to deal with the bullshit at the theaters? I mean, I really wanted to see it, but I mean, honey, if that's what you want, then f it. We'll just stay home and just wait for it to go to streaming. That's the problem with black Twitter. When it comes to black entertainment, shut the f up. Give everybody a chance where everybody wants to see the film and stop trying to safeguard the wrong shit. We, black entertainers, we need Zacks. We need Ice Wardens, Ice Maidens. We need Hispanics. We need Asians. We need everybody to like our shit so that we can keep making the most fucking money. Imagine if it was only blacks going to fucking basketball games. Bro, the NBA would make no bag. If it was only blacks going to NFL games, them niggas would make no bag. Black entertainers, stop safeguarding shit like it's ours. We need this shit. If black Twitter wasn't f***ing this movie up, overgassing it for one, safeguarding it for two is making it like it's only a black thing, I think it would have done more than 61 million. 100%. Easily would have done more than 61 million. Now what's going to happen is they're going to bootleg the movie. Black Twitter done fucked it up. You just tried to make it seem like it was the best film ever. And then what happened is you're going to make people give it a strong review when it could have gotten a better one because you just gassed it up like it was the best fucking movie you ever seen in your fucking life. And it's not. The only way you're going to think that is if some black bald with a beard. Which is most of the people on Twitter. That's all I really seen making these viral tweets. Bald black with beards. Every time I click on a PFP, either a black chick with a Timu or a bald black with a beard acting like it was the best thing they never seen. These clearly never seen no other vampire movies. They just a popcorn Skittle shaking with a big ass grape soda watching a film. You don't really study cinema like that. You don't watch every fucking film. You fucking up the reviews of the movie because you're trying to safeguard it and act like it's only a black thing. You're fucking it up. Because if I put it like this, I probably would have gave it a higher rating had I not went into theaters expecting this godlike Ark of the Covenant, Holy Grail type shit. 10 Commandments type shit. But blacks, y'all fucked it up. Like I said, I give it a 6.5. 7 probably if I watched it again. And the only reason I let it creep to a 7 is I fuck with Mike B's acting heavy. Everybody in the film acted their ass off. Not one corny actor. Not one scene where I felt like one person in the movie didn't belong. Everybody did their thing. But Black Twitter, y'all really fucked up. You fucked up the expectations of this movie because you're acting like it's the best thing since sliced bread. What's the best black movie of all time, chat? I'm asking you collectively. The fact that niggas are saying Friday, I don't even want to talk about it no more. If Friday is the best black movie of all time, I don't know what the fuck to say to you. A movie about sitting on a front porch, smoking weed and dealing with hood issues, fighting a bully, bringing his dad tap water while he takes a shit with bullshit ass jokes is the best black movie of all time? You know, it goes to show you that black film really ain't. We need directors like Jordan Peele and Ryan Coogler, because if the first thing niggas are saying is Friday,